Your cat is sitting there, staring at you right now, looking completely fine, and they might be suffering. Cats are basically little furry liars. They have spent thousands of years pretending everything is okay, even when it is absolutely not. And the worst part? Most owners have no idea. You think your cat is just being moody or weird, but there is a real chance something is actually wrong with them. I am going to show you 5 hidden signs that your cat is in pain, and I promise at least one of them is going to make you look over at your cat with completely different eyes. Okay, so here is the thing about cats that makes them so frustrating to own sometimes. Dogs will cry, whine, limp dramatically across the room, and basically perform a full one-act play to let you know they are hurting. Cats? Cats will act like nothing happened, even if they just fell off the roof. This is not because cats are emotionally stronger than dogs. It is actually because in the wild, showing weakness is dangerous. If a cat looks sick or hurt, predators will target them. So over thousands of years, cats got really, really good at hiding pain. Like suspiciously good. Award-winning good. The problem is that most of us are not trained to read those tiny, subtle signals they do give out. And because the signs are so small, we often miss them completely, until the vet is telling us the cat has been dealing with something for weeks or even months. So let us break this down, sign by sign. Sign number 1. They stop grooming or they groom way too much. This one trips people up because it can go both ways, and both are red flags. If your cat suddenly looks scruffy, greasy, or their coat is not as clean as it used to be, that is a problem. Cats spend a huge portion of their day grooming themselves. It is basically their full-time job. If they are skipping that, it usually means it hurts to do it. Twisting their body to reach certain spots, bending their neck, stretching their limbs, all of that becomes painful if something is wrong internally. Now, the other side of this is overgrooming. If your cat is licking one specific spot constantly, like obsessively licking the same patch on their belly or leg, that is also a sign of pain. They are trying to soothe the area. It is the cat version of rubbing a spot that hurts. You will sometimes even see bald patches where they have been at it so much they have licked the fur right off. So either extreme, barely grooming or grooming like it is their new religion, is worth paying attention to.
Sign number 2, their face looks different. Yes, really. Cats make a pain face, and most people have never even heard of this. Researchers actually figured this out and put together something called the feline grimace scale. It sounds like something from a cartoon, but it is a real scientific tool that vets use. When a cat is in pain, their face changes in very specific ways. Their ears flatten slightly or tilt forward, their eyes squint or partially close, their whiskers get pulled back or tucked down against their face, their nose changes shape a little, and their muzzle tightens up. The problem is that these changes are subtle. We are not talking about a cat dramatically wincing like a human would. We are talking about tiny shifts in muscle tension that most people would not even notice unless they were specifically looking for it. Here is what you can do. Take photos of your cat regularly when they are relaxed and happy. Just normal, boring photos. That way, if you ever think something seems off about their face, you have something to compare it to. Because when you know what your cat's normal, comfortable face looks like, you are way more likely to catch it when something changes.
Sign number 3, they stop jumping or they jump differently. Cats are natural athletes. They jump up onto things, they jump down, they do it constantly without thinking about it. So when that stops or when it changes, that is your cat telling you something hurts. Watch for a cat that used to jump onto the couch in one easy leap, but now they kind of pause at the bottom. They look up, they reconsider, maybe they walk around looking for an easier route. Or they get up there, but on the way down, they hesitate way longer than usual before jumping off. Joint pain and arthritis are way more common in cats than most people realize. And it is not just old cats either. Younger cats can have joint issues too. But because cats are so naturally graceful, the early stages of joint pain just look like them being a little more careful, a little more calculated. People usually chalk it up to the cat just being lazy or calm that day. Another thing to watch is how they land. A cat in pain will often try to land on certain legs more than others,
or they will look stiff after jumping down, like they needed a second to recover. That is not normal. A healthy cat lands and walks away like it was nothing, because for them, it should be nothing.
Sign number 4. They get aggressive out of nowhere. You go to pet your cat in a spot you have petted them 1,000 times before, and they bite you, or hiss at you, or swat at your hand, and you think, okay, what is your problem today, you little gremlin? But here's the thing. Sudden aggression, especially when it is out of character, is one of the most common hidden signs of pain in cats. When you touch a spot that hurts, even the sweetest cat might react badly. Not because they hate you, not because they are being dramatic, because it actually hurts, and they are panicking in that moment. This is especially important to watch for if the aggression happens in the same area every time. If your cat is fine with you petting their head, but loses their mind when you touch their back or their belly or their sides, pay attention to that pattern. Their body is basically drawing you a map and telling you exactly where the problem is. A lot of cats get labeled as mean or difficult when they are actually just in chronic pain and no one figured it out. It is genuinely one of the saddest things about this. They get put in the corner, avoided, sometimes even given up on, when what they needed was a vet visit. Sign number 5. They change how they use the litter box. This one is a big one, and people miss it all the time. A cat in pain will often change their bathroom habits. If getting in and out of the litter box hurts because of joint pain or because of something going on internally, they will start avoiding it. They might start going near the box, but not inside it. They might go in, but you will notice they are not squatting as low as they used to, or they are in and out very fast, like they want to spend as little time in there as possible. On top of that, if you notice any straining, crying while using the box, blood in the urine, or if they are going way more or way less than usual, those are serious red flags that need a vet visit immediately. But even before it gets to that point, just a change in how often they go, or a change in where they prefer to go, can be an early signal worth investigating. Cats are extremely habitual animals. When habits change, something is usually behind it. Here is the part that actually matters. All 5 of these signs have one thing in common. They are easy to explain away. The grooming thing? Oh, they are just shedding more. The face thing? They always look grumpy. That is just their vibe. The jumping thing? They are getting older. The aggression? They are just moody. The litter box thing? Maybe the litter brand changed. And that is exactly why cats suffer in silence for so long. Because we are really good at explaining away the small stuff. The rule of thumb here is simple. If you notice any 2 of these things happening at the same time, do not wait. Just call your vet. Not because you're overreacting, but because cats are so good at hiding pain that by the time they are showing multiple signs, they have usually been dealing with it for a while already. You know your cat better than anyone. Trust that feeling when something seems even slightly off. You are probably right. So to recap, the 5 hidden signs your cat might be in pain are changes in grooming habits, a different facial expression, avoiding or changing how they jump, sudden aggression, especially in specific spots, and any changes in how they use the litter box. None of these alone is a guaranteed alarm bell, but any of them, especially if they are new, is worth paying attention to. Cats do not ask for help. They can't. So we have to be the ones paying close enough attention to catch it for them. If this video helped you, subscribe so you never miss the next one.